Good morning. It is now Wednesday and it is 7 a.m. so I'm late. I wanted to be in the bakery before 6:30, but obviously that did not work out. And we have a very, very busy day. We've got lots of things to bake, lots of wedding cakes to make, and I feel like it's just going to be a day with earphones on and get working. That's how I feel like it's going to be like today. So let's get this day going. I have now gotten through majority of my baking list. It is about 10 o'clock now and I feel like, whoa, I look a mess. I feel like everyone always looks so cute when they make videos and I look like I woke up at 6 a.m. I'm halfway through my baking list and I think I have some chocolate cakes left to make and I have to make coffee cakes and then film that all up and then I'll probably do a clean down, have a little bit to eat, then come back up and start decorating. I've had a little bit of lunch, I've had a little bit of a breather, and now I am back to bake off the rest of the cakes. Get started on the designing, buttercream, decorating part, that's it. I just don't want to film too much if I'm doing like a weekly vlog because I don't want it to be an hour long, but I tend to film for a ridiculous amount of time anyway. Okay, let's start on all the design process. It is now time to make some wedding cakes. So I have a wedding tomorrow, but it is basically a actually both of my weddings this week are deconstructed wedding cakes. So instead of doing like 3 or 4 tiers, because I don't do tiered cakes, massive tiered cakes, personally I just don't like the look of them. I think they're a bit too traditional for my cake style nowadays, so I do deconstructed cake tiers. Also means if you're somebody who is really struggling trying to figure out a cake style and don't know what cake style to do, doing deconstructed tiers means you can have a few different styles, but they all kind of match and go with the theme. So tomorrow's one will have one naked cake, one cake with a caramel drip, and then one cake with loads of flowers and fresh fruits. So definitely a favourite style of mine and definitely perfect for this time of year. But yeah, so let's get started. This is a white chocolate raspberry cake and we shall get started. Thursday now and we have a lot to do today. I have a wedding cake delivery around 2 o'clock. I also need to finish wedding cakes for tomorrow and even start them, and then I also have lots of bits to do for my class on Saturday. And I'm recreating my mom's wedding cake. Sorry, I'm recreating my parents' wedding cake, so I have to start that today, so I need to figure out a flavour. And it is a dull, dreary day out there. It is pitch black and it's pissing rain, so but yeah, time to get started on a very, very long day, I think. My delivery finally came in. I thought I ordered it on Monday, like my cake decorating supplies. So basically I don't have a huge amount of space to store things, and I try not to store too much in the bakery because it gets really dusty and dirty and gross. So I buy things probably like 2 weeks in advance, which realistically works out a lot more expensive because obviously if you buy in bulk it's cheaper. But I thought I placed my order on Monday, and usually it's like delivered by Tuesday or Wednesday, but it didn't go through for some reason. So I've been waiting all morning for my delivery to come through so I can finish my wedding cakes for tomorrow. So there's nothing worse than the lighting in this room. It just makes everything go shaky. Having no lighting in this kitchen kind of sucks because it just makes it go weird, but she looks cute. It is now 1 o'clock in the day and I have a wedding. I need to be at the venue before half three. So it's in the city centre, which means there will be traffic. So, Mason. Oh, perfect. It's only a half an hour traffic. It's only half an hour. So if it's 1 o'clock, I get there for 1:30. Okay, so I have loads of time still. I don't need to leave then for another. Hopefully that stays a half an hour. So I have about an hour to kind of relax, maybe eat something, and just sort my car out and all how I'm getting everything. Okay, perfect. And that's amazing. The idea is I am always so aware that there's so much traffic in Dublin. I have to keep looking at the traffic all day to make sure that I will not be late to this wedding. The couple do get into the room at 4 o'clock. I still need to set up some flowers and some things on the day, so. And the table's a pod table, so I don't know. We'll see, we'll figure it out. It's Friday and I completely forgot to get my camera out this morning when I've been working. It has been a bit of a wild morning, lots to do, and I feel like my schedule's all over the place because today's wedding again is a later delivery and I feel like I'm late because it's 3 o'clock and the wedding cake hasn't been delivered yet, and it freaks me out. Anyway, I now have to decorate today's wedding cake with flowers and fresh fruits, and then I have a class tomorrow, so I have to finish packing for that, which usually takes up a lot of time. But yeah, this has been a crazy day and I should have taken my camera out at some point, but I'm still getting used to having a camera that's not my phone, so bear with me while I'm still getting used to making videos on this camera. Do I have you balanced on a cake box? Yes. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Yeah, it is 3:08 and I probably should leave around 4. I've been trying to ring them. They keep telling me my phone is banned or barred. We'll see. I also have the most beautiful flowers for this cake. Now, bit of a different one. We've gone for a squiggle buttercream cake. So I have my floral tape for my flowers, and then I also have my scissors. I'm really annoyed though because I have dahlias for this cake, but one of the dahlias has started to die on me because they're so sensitive and they don't really last that long. So I'm kind of raging, but let's see. Yes, they just answered. Obviously their phone lines were off when they're not there. We've just opened like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm a bit eager. I just need to know. Perfect. I'll get them ready now and maybe I'll be back in time. Perfect. Okay, let's get these cakes done. Are they not the most beautiful flowers ever? Okay, my front of my cake is this, I think. This is the front of my cake. These are also so beautiful, these flowers. This is so beautiful. Okay, I think this is what we are going with for this cake. I'm really happy with it. So this is the front. I don't know if you can see that. So it kind of sits off-centered. And now I'm gonna place this cake to my side, and then the next cake is kind of to match this. I haven't put any fruit on it yet. Still deciding whether to put fruit or not on it. It's meant to have fruit, so we'll see. We'll see. And then these are the cakes now finished. So it's a trio of cakes meant to match in with each other. It's very hard to match the berries when the colour scheme is like burgundies, and they didn't want figs or grapes or anything. So like my initial reaction is that they're using burgundies would be to use fig on this, open fig, because it has that kind of cherry red, burgundy red colour. But they didn't want those. So raspberries, they also didn't want cherries. I would have used real cherries, but they're also not in season, so it's very hard to get. And then this guy is made to be just using 1 or 2 of the flowers from the main cake onto this. But I wish I had more dahlias, but again, they're so sensitive and they die so easily. But we were able to use the other kind of mauvey colours, the deep pinks, some burgundies. But yeah, this is what the trio look like. And now I'm off to deliver them.